Armed Services Committee member Mike Rounds joins us this morning. Senator, thank you for being here. I guess the big question, and hard one to answer, what's it going to take to get a deal done between Ukraine and Russia?
To begin with, any deal that is made has got to include provisions that allow for the enforcement of the deal. We know that Mr. Putin has not been honorable in the past with regard to deals that have been made. He is the aggressor in this particular case. He started this war to begin with, and President Trump is trying to bring it to an end, and that means that you negotiate. Most wars end with a negotiation. Unfortunately, with Mr. Putin, you have to recognize that as he had intents to begin with to gather land. He originally wanted to eliminate Ukraine as a country. He wanted to bring it back in under his control. So you have to recognize that that was his goal to begin with. Our goal should be to support Ukraine, find a peaceful solution to this, but make it very clear that Russia should not be rewarded with their aggressiveness so far. Where we end up with, look, the president's doing the negotiations on it. He wants peace. He doesn't like to see people die. He's made that very clear. And, I'm not going to try to second guess what he's doing, simply to say you cannot have a peace unless it is an enforceable peace when you're talking about dealing with Mr. Putin.
Exactly. All right. Next one for you, another tough one. The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas seems to be over. Israel carrying out those strikes in Gaza after Hamas refused to release more hostages. That's, by the way, is the first strike in nearly 2 months. I mean, again, same question. What's it going to take to get lasting peace in the Middle East?
You basically have to eliminate Hamas. They use their own people as human shields. And once again, they could have continued this truce by allowing more of their prisoners to be released, their hostages. Unfortunately, they decided that this was not something that they were willing to do. And you can't blame Israel for saying, if you're not going to continue with this process that so far has released a number of these individuals, that we're going to take steps. And we know that Hamas is a terrorist organization, and Israel rightfully is going to take out as many of them as they possibly can. Unfortunately for the people of Gaza, Hamas, who is controlling parts of Gaza right now, as a terrorist organization, doesn't care about them. They don't seem to care about the people that they claim to represent, and this is clear evidence of that.
Just going to try and get this one in quickly. Senator, President Trump says that China's Xi will visit will visit Washington in the near future. Quickly, what should the goal of that meeting be, do you think?
It would be good to establish relations, to warm up some relations, if at all possible. Right now, we know that China is preparing for war. They have been preparing for war offensively and defensively. They've made huge strides and invested a significant amount of money in their military capabilities. If we can avoid war with them, we should. And we should try to find a path forward. And so speaking with them, negotiating with them is a positive step.
Indeed. We covered a lot of ground. Senator Mike Rounds, thank you very much, Senator. Appreciate your time.